Do you know, chums, this particular story reminds me of that hit record. So I've got the giggles already, but reminds me of that hit record by the pop group from the 80s, ABC. Do you remember those big hits like The Look of Love? In this case, though, you might say tears are not enough, because they're never enough, doesn't matter how many you shed, for, of course, the former royal known as the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. As ever, let me explain. Good to see you, chums. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome, one and all, and of course, lovely to have your company. By the way, set something off with Chorley cakes, didn't we, and Eccles cakes. Oh, yeah, many of you have tried them. I'm glad you have. There's a particular brand. I'm not going to plug it, of course, because we don't do that here. We don't ask for recommendations, and we're not asking you to tip your coffee jar up or buy this particular ad in the middle of it. I can't be bothered with all of that, you know. Just because of you and I, let you into a secret. I get bombarded with those people every single day. And the thing is, between you and I, they're nothing that's relatable to us, you know, our community. So why would I mean, somebody, right, suggested, get this, that I had a thing, and did I want to help promote these bras? And you're thinking, right, you know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Just because you think, oh, you know, they might appeal to your audience. No, I don't think so. What would appeal to us, wouldn't it? It would be something a little bit like decent bread, thicker chocolate round the biscuit, a decent cake without all the sugar take. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why we don't have ads on our channel. Do you understand? Nothing relatable, trust me. Now, is this relatable? Of course, as ever, another tenuous link, chums, you can see it. What's interesting, I find, is this, because when Meghan and Harry dispense with people, and that's the best way you could really say it, isn't it? You know, you're gone, you're finished, that's it, we're gone. Now, what's interesting here is, you know, Meghan dispenses with people on a regular basis. Best of chums, you know, frozen round them. Oh, you know, I love you, you're terrific, you're going to be marvellous, we're going to have such fun. And then the axe falls. And sometimes it can be just something that, and we've all had friends like this, you've said the wrong thing, or you're just not gushing enough, and suddenly they decide that you don't fit the remit, right? Now, here's where this is interesting for me, because quite frankly, this didn't fit the remit for many people. And oh yes, you see, if you remember a couple of weeks back now, maybe 2 weeks back in fact, there was this picture, wasn't there, of Meghan Markle deftly applying lippy that she allowed to put up on a showreel thing, you know, Instagram or whatever it's called. And also on top of that, remember, she was very surreptitiously putting her lipstick back in a bag. Nothing is perchance with this couple, right? I mean, there was a thing the other day, I don't know if you saw it, where they assigned something about something to do with AI, and, oh, you know, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have got him. Who cares? I mean, really, you know, at this point, nobody's interested in anything they've got to say, apart from one person who's nursing tears. This man, that's right, Daniel Martin, responsible, of course, for many of Meghan's looks, including her wedding day makeup, right? Now, Daniel, as I say, has created the biggest faux pas, really, because if you remember way back when he first started the friendship, he had the audacity to say that he just had tea and avo smash or whatever on toast with the Duchess inside Windsor. That didn't go well. No, she wasn't best pleased with that. You see, Meghan has to be obeyed, and he hadn't asked permission. You understand? This is how these things work. Moving forward, it got dramatically worse, you see, because, as you know, when she rocked up to Paris, apparently Daniel was credited with creating that particular look. Yes, you know, the one that looks like she's sort of, in my opinion at least, stuck her head in a chip pan at a world round and then just, oh, right, that'll do, you know. It's everything really, apparently, that, you know, makeup artists don't want you to do. They want you to look clean and fresh and dewy. I don't really know what sort of thing he was going for. Then he made the mistake, as we all know, of putting it up and basically listing, including his own ambassadorial products, of what he'd done to create the look. Brave anyway, right? Now, again, where this is interesting is he was forced, not asked, not told, forced to take it down by Markle because he'd not asked permission. His remit was that he'd forgotten to add some stuff and he was going to re-upload it. 2 weeks down the line, he's not re-uploaded it. Markle's angry. Told you about that in the previous video. Where it gets even more interesting though, and this is the thing about dispensing with people, Markle is now looking into the world, as many people know, of makeup. And I would say it's a very, very difficult world, simply because I remember going to the launch of the diva Hollywood star Joan Collins's makeup range. And yeah, it was wonderful, and kind of like cost effective for her, but it was very expensive. And if somebody like Joan Collins can't shift that brand, then what chance have you got if you're a former Duchess? Apparently, though, drag queens like the makeup. Again, I have to say, allegedly. Now, apparently, according to sources, Daniel and Meghan were going to be working on something rather special together. It appears that it's gone on ice. Now, this will only thaw if Meghan can't get anybody better. And again, I have to say, allegedly, to work with regarding makeup, etc. Daniel has been a very much useful accessory. She didn't know if he was allergic to peanuts. He popped up on the show. He cries on command on screen, tells everybody what a wonderful person she is, should I say. The thing is, beyond that, well, he made this big mistake. Does it look like it's now a case of never kissing and making up for the former makeup artist and, of course, the former royal known as the cable TV actress Meghan Markle? It's developing. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.